Good evening, and thank you for keeping a date with us on the program Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria. I'm your host, Gabriel Ojile. A lot of people engage in agriculture to feed their families, while others engage in it as a commercial venture. Tonight, we are showcasing the effort of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security in making agriculture a viable business across production, processing, and marketing. But before then, we have news from the diary of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, and that is where the program will start from. Please stay tuned.
Every part of Nigeria has something to offer.
In our news tonight, federal government empowers vulnerable farmers across the country. These and other stories coming your way shortly. Keep watching.
And we can provide you with a low-interest loan.
Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, has pledged continuous collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to enhance agricultural value chain in Nigeria. A statement of commitment was made by the chief representative of JICA to Nigeria, Yuzuri Osusumu, during his courtesy call to the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security in Abuja. Yuzuri stated that 40% of sesame seeds used in Japan is from Nigeria and that Japan has also supported Nigeria in the area of economic growth, enhancing health and healthcare system, and promoting peace and stability through different projects in Nigeria. He, however, added that JICA needs continuous partnership of the ministry to complete abandoned projects and for new ones to emerge.
So mainly, the JICA project is paying attention on rice. And so we have already done the project to improve the productivity of the rice. And also, we are now working on another new project in Nasarawa State, for example. We will try to establish the aggregation center. So we will have a mill, and also we will have another interesting machinery importing from Japan, the grand mill, which can create the briquette from the rice husk.
In his response, the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Ali Sabi Abdullahi, appreciated JICA and the government of Japan for supporting Nigeria and pledged to ensure that an enabling environment will be provided to complete abandoned projects and for new ones to thrive.
And I want to assure you that we are going to give it maximum attention. We're going to do our best to get total brief on this, to know where we are, what is holding us back, and what we need to do to remove those things holding us back. And subsequently, I'm sure we'll definitely get back to you to continue that engagement. But let me also note that in terms of the future programs that you have looked at, I want to assure you we're going to get these pain points off the mark to ensure that we can get into what you call the future plans in terms of programs you have for us. Because those future plans are actually the future of the world. Talking about green energy, that is talking about the green economy. And I think the issue of logistics is also critical.
Thank you very much.
The federal government has organized training for youth, women, and vulnerable farmers across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory to increase their capacity and livelihood. The training was rounded off recently at the headquarters of the Agricultural Development Project, ADP, in the Gwagwalada area of Abuja. Speaking on the occasion, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Temitope Peter Fashedemi, who was represented by the Director Agricultural Extension, Michael Brooks, stated that the training and the empowerment are part of the federal government's efforts to reduce poverty and ensure food security.
Today's training and empowerment program, we are sowing the seed of positive change, ensuring that smallholders farmers have the knowledge, resources, and support needed to thrive in an ever-evolving agricultural landscape. This program is not merely an investment in agriculture. It is an investment in the future of our nation. As we equip these farmers with the tools to enhance productivity, improve resilience, and embrace sustainable practices, we are laying the foundation for a more resilient and prosperous agricultural sector.
After the training, the participants were empowered with agricultural seeds, agrochemicals, sprayers, jigs, among others. Speaking in an interview with journalists during the occasion, one of the beneficiaries, Ibrahim Rahma, appreciated the federal government for the empowerment.
And I'm very happy for what the government have done for us, the farmers. We appreciate the federal government. I also appreciate the Federal Ministry of Agriculture for looking down and bringing down some items for the farmers for us to be able to progress and also attack the food security in our country. I'm very grateful.
When agriculture is seen as a business, it brings more gains and improves the livelihood of the actors and, by extension, the nation's drive for food security and economic prosperity. To make agriculture a business, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has an Agribusiness and Market Development Department. What is their mandate? What is the policy direction of government in making agriculture a business? And what has been achieved in the quest to make agriculture a business? Answers to these and other questions will form the thrust of our next segment, Record of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Keep watching.
Agriculture, like any other occupation, is a business, be it farming, processing, and marketing. As a matter of fact, it should be seen as a sector that gives rise to many other businesses. Hence, agriculture should be managed as a business. This underscores the concept of agribusiness. The Director, Agribusiness and Market Development, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Engineer Adebiyi Michael Adegbero, sheds light on the concept of agribusiness.
Just as the name implies, they say agribusiness. That is, combining the element of agriculture with element of business. So to make it agribusiness, that is, we're trying to ensure that agriculture is being treated as a business instead of developmental programs. We develop so that we can optimize production, so that we can scale up from subsistence to commercial level.
The Director, too, of the Agribusiness and Market Development, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Engineer Gagari Nadungu, speaks on government's perception of agriculture.
Many years ago, the government has been treating agriculture as a development project. But of recent time and now, the government has shifted to that, coming to terms with the treatment of agriculture as a business. Treating agriculture as a business means what? Combining production, agricultural production, processing, distribution, that is handling and packaging, marketing, and investment, in fact, into agriculture.
In an effort to change the narrative of seeing agriculture as development project and to make it a business, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security established the Agribusiness and Market Development Department with a mandate to promote agriculture as a business, develop marketing strategies, and promote private sector investment in agriculture, among others.
We want to also see that we develop policies, develop framework to ensure post-harvest management for value addition. Then part of the mandate is that we establish infrastructures as a catalyst to promote agribusiness.
To actualize the mandate of making agriculture a business, the department has staff with the requisite capacity to guide investors and educate cooperatives and individuals on how to invest in agriculture and understand the policy direction of government. The operation of this department to make agriculture a business cuts across different divisions, units and centers, which include Agro-Processing Support Service Division, Agro-Industrial Infrastructure Development Support Service Division, Agri-Business Investment Improvement Support Division, Post-Harvest Technology Development Division, Market and Finance Division, Agri-Business Resources and Information Center, and Admin Unit. The department has created an enabling environment for investors to thrive in farming, processing, and marketing. It has recorded some notable achievements which include publication of Nigeria Agriculture and Agribusiness Investment Guide, establishment of 10 agro-processing rice mills, farmers market, agric incubation center, among others.
One of the major achievements for this division that is very key is the partnership that we're able to have with the private sector, that we're able to put our private sector, the smallholders, the MSMEs, we're able to put them on the driver's seat to handle some of these processing of our value chains. You know, the government cannot do it, it's the private sector, and we have mentioned that the core mandate of this division is that we should provide government-enabled environment, private sector-driven agribusiness. So one of the things that we do is we make sure that these people that are registered with us, we give them adequate information at the right time on where to sell their products, by inviting them to conferences, by inviting them for capacity building, especially when we discover there are new innovations.
The 10 large-scale rice mills are located in Kwali Area Council of Federal Capital Territory, Suleja in Niger State, Kaduna, Kano, Jigawa, Adamawa, Bayelsa and Ekiti states, among others. The rice mill in Abuja has been commissioned. The Suleja rice mill, which is also about to be commissioned, was built and equipped with state-of-the-art facilities for rice processing with the capacity to produce 200 metric tons of processed rice, equivalent to 7 fully loaded trailers.
This is a 200 metric ton per day rice mill. And as my director and the BOA MD have said, I need not to go any further on the conception and other issues on the project. All I want to do is to take you around and also give a very brief of what this mill is all about and what it can do to help the nation, the farming community, and the general agricultural sector of the nation.
Another testimony of the ministry's efforts in making agriculture a business is seen in the commissioning of the Agric Incubation Center at the Federal University, Lokoja. The center was built to equip students to see agriculture as a business and have practical knowledge while also attracting investors into the agricultural sector in Nigeria. The Vice-Chancellor, Federal University of Lokoja, Professor Olayemi Akiwumi, during the commissioning appreciated the ministry for the incubation center and the access roads leading to and from the center.
The longest road in this university, and you have given it to us in this structure.
The Deputy Director and Head of Agro-Processing Support Service Division, Fada Zoikuri, gives an insight into some other achievements in creating an enabling environment in agro-processing.
We also develop small-scale, small, medium, and large-scale agro-processing centers across some of the regions to support our farmers process their equipment. We also conduct training on post-harvest management. Post-harvest management is that most of our farmers, most of our farm produce is wasted due to post-harvest losses. But our farmers need capacity, they need training on the basic technology that can be conducted to ensure that proper management of this agricultural produce is done.
The establishment of farmers' markets across the country no doubt has a positive impact in the agricultural value chain.
One of the things that we do is establishment of farmers' market, which is an organized way of farming, selling your farm produce. We have farm produce aggregation centers where people can come and buy the wholesale in bulk. And then we also have farmers market down the value chain, retailers and so on. So our duty is to educate them how to, produce what is needed and then sell it at, when they can get the product, they can get a profit out of it.
The department is also contributing in guiding investors on safe storage methods for agricultural produce for marketing.
We also assist some investors in the area of maybe one production or the other. We actually decide on their feasibility study. We look at it. If anybody wants to invest, what do you invest for? The purpose is for the marketing. So what we do is to look at your feasibility study and put you in the right direction and what you need to do to make sure that whatever you produce at the end of the day, you market and get your profit. The essence is for you to create job and wealth creation. So that is what we are also doing. In terms of achievement, it was recently that this infrastructure we are talking about. We look at some solar power within some market. We look at toiletry within the market environment. We look at market where some food products like meat, fish are being exposed. Please, this is how you need to do it and make sure that people actually appreciate what we are doing. So that is what we are actually doing here.
Good infrastructure drives any sector of the economy. The ministry has also made effort in enhancing agricultural infrastructure across the country to make agriculture a viable business and for food security.
But without good infrastructure, both at the rural and at urban level, there's no way we can develop agriculture to the level that the country will be self-sufficient in food production.
The program is transforming agriculture in Nigeria, and we are discussing agriculture as a business. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, is doing a lot within its powers to make agriculture a business. But it is not an island on its own. It partners with other stakeholders to achieve this goal. In our next segment, Partnership for Development, we shall focus on collaboration between the ministry and development partners, farmers, and other stakeholders to increase the viability of agriculture as a business. Do stay tuned.
Making agriculture a business is confronted with many challenges. One of the challenges is double taxation on agricultural produce. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture is working in collaboration with the states to make that seamless for marketers. This much was disclosed during the recently held ministerial briefing by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security.
Let at the point of loading, there should be a system whereby if you load in a particular place, your payment should be done there. There was a time we carried out survey on tomato. A marketer was telling us, we carried out some tomato in Benin. The tomato seller was telling us from Jigawa to Edo State, he spent 10,000 on one basket of tomato. So how much do you think he's going to sell that tomato? These are the issue. Except otherwise, there's a model. Every state want to collect tax, quite okay. But how do you mobilize this tax? How do you avoid just somebody can just wear anything anyhow, come to the road and stop you, and you have to pay. If not, your load will be destroyed within that moment you pack for long. Not only that, we also encourage some of these traders to ensure their product, because some of them, they don't ensure their product. We discover that by the time they stay, one thing or the other gets spoiled in their vehicle, they can stay there for the next 24 hours. Some of these things will get rotty. By the time you get rotty, they will sell in a cheaper rate. That's what we still call post-harvest losses.
Agriculture is a very lucrative business. While you farm at small scale for your family, you can double the effort to make more gain from agriculture and improve your livelihood.
We are introducing business to it. That is, it's not just to produce to eat alone. It's not just to produce for your family to eat alone. You be produced so that you can make life out of it. You can generate business out of it. You can live an enviable life through your engagement in agriculture, so that you can even earn income. You contribute also your quota to the development of the economy of the nation.
Financing is another challenge some local investors face. The Department of Agribusiness and Market Development is collaborating with the Bank of Agriculture and other financial institutions to make funds easily accessible for investors that need support.
The existence of Bank of Agriculture put in place, which is under this department, we've linked many private sector to them to benefit. There are criteria for them to benefit. Some of them that are not able to, they are not able to benefit. Some of them that were not able to meet the criteria, but some that were able to meet the criteria, they have benefited. Like this large-scale rice mill, they have benefited from the BOA. But the small ones that some of them will go, they are not able to meet the criteria, they have not. But majority of the farmers with us also will link them to microfinance institutions to benefit from small loans that they can use to sustain their business.
The Department of Agribusiness is also collaborating with National Center for Agricultural Mechanization (NCAM) to provide some equipment and training to farmers, processors, and marketers.
I said before, we are not fabricating equipment direct. We have local fabricators. We have institutes like NCAM. NCAM is a part of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Their mandate is to fabricate some locally, equipment that will be used by farmers, both at a production level, processing level, and marketing level. So we work with NCAM. NCAM will even train, because most of the resource people we get for the train the fabricators are from NCAM, because they are mostly the artisans, the engineers, which have the mandate to fabricate those items.
Nigeria is blessed with fertile farmland, good weather, and there is a ready market both locally and internationally. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is also ready to provide an investment guide for those who are interested in investing in the agricultural sector for wealth creation, job creation, and improved livelihood. It's an opportunity worth pursuing. But this is the much we can take on this episode. Do join us again, same time, same station, next week for another interesting episode. I am Gabriel Ojile. Do have a good night.